Good morning, YouTubers of all persons who wanna learn how to look at navigation radio on this 2000, you could call it 2007 E64 650i. So the navigation on this car goes dead. There's nothing from the radio. The NU, the display responded, but that is on the. But I can't just it's green here. Ungrown background versus here. 320 amp. Micro Pro module. Check for communication computer. Terminal 30G underscore F car computer module. Micro power module. Oh man, where the fuck that is? The following is stored in the fault memory. 0x terminal control. Replace the following component. A149A control unit for car access system. Terminal control. It has a terminal control fault problem. Let's program the car with a make a difference.
gonna go check and call me back.
Hey.
Yeah.
The control access, the CAS. It comes up with a calculated test plan here. Say I should replace it. And
the CAS module.
Yeah, cause it's responsible for terminal control. So I don't know. Maybe they have a terminal control, meaning that it turn on terminal G dash F. You know what I mean? Which sends power to. I don't know. Well, I'd have to see the entire wire diagram. All right, this is it right here. You want to come around here? The following is stored in the fault memory. You seen it, good?
Yeah.
I said replace the following component. Replace the following. Let me see if I can big up the screen.
No, I can see it. Replace the font terminal. It's for.
So replace the following component. That isn't the alphanumeric number for the control unit. Instead, encode program new control unit, and here it tells you the code terminal control. So this responsible turn on terminal 30G underscore F. You know what I mean?
And that's the CAS system, the CS.
Yeah, this is right. Well, I don't know if they integrate. Well, we know that when you turn on this terminal 15, it turns on subsequent terminals.
Right.
This controls subsequent terminal, what they call terminal 30G.
Right.
And the subsequent letters F, S, whatever under the under dash.
Right.
Good. That's what turn on other modules. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
The modules are not powered directly from terminal 30. That's coming from the battery. Sometimes the CAS turn it on or the central gateway. Either that is a problem or we have a problem with the body module itself. Well, like I said, they get a code for this. This it here. It shows a terminal control. So it has to detect that there's some terminal that's not turning on.
Right.
And that is, we understand, 7 units that concerning this thing here, the most bus items are not turning on.
So we'll have to replace the CAS module first.
Yeah. But one thing we could try to do is to program and update this one to see if it will rectify the problem. But I can't tell if it's a software issue or that BMW does let the modules, when they come from the factory, they have a certain, the ZB number is the part number.
Right.
They make your modules run for a time, given years, and after that it's out. You follow?
Right.
And then you have to replace it, and it's kind of a bring cash flow to the company that way. I don't know if they do it that way, but right now the car start. Cash is really working. Car start, you know?
Yeah, car might be starting, but doesn't mean.
It shows terminal control here.
It doesn't mean that one leg of the CAS is not sending voltage to the system.
Yeah. So we could now determine if it's software or component failure on the board. You know what I mean?
Alright.
So either we follow this procedure or we could use this computer to try to update the entire car and see what responds. So it could even just be a software update. I don't know. What do you think?
I would rather replace that first because I don't like this to be and reprogramming everything because that might turn into an issue.
Yeah, alright. So you want to order one and let it come here. It's supposed to come blank and then we just connect it. We just do the preparation, remove that, and then we connect that to it and then.
Alright, well let me know what I got for you and I'll get you home. And then, cause I may have to order it.
Okay. CAS's problem, terminal control. And the CAS turn this on. anything have to do with 30 G-F, the cast turn this off. So sometimes the cast probably need to be replaced. And it says here, alright, okay, it said here, the fault code memory entry does not indicate a defect in the instrument cluster or in the power supply of the instrument cluster. Rather, only disconnection of the power supply of the instrument cluster by the KGM. Reset or cutoff terminal G-30. Reset or cutoff terminal G-30 is due to a fault in the vehicle. Too many wakings with terminal are of closed circuit current fault. Sleeping inhibited reaching the starting capability limit. If there is an impairment, example time was lost, the above symptom, the test model energy diagnosis helps in finding the cause of the problem. In the beginning system, run the test model. If the vehicle had a breakdown due to a black battery, discover the reason. It's usually the control units supply via this terminal are not like the time and date in the instrument cluster in the center are lost. The fault code memory entry instrument cluster power supply switch off is stored in the instrument cluster. The fault code memory entry does not indicate a defect in the power supply of the instrument cluster. Rather, only disconnection of the power supply of the instrument cluster. Rather, only disconnection of the power supply of the instrument cluster by the KGM. Reset or cut off terminal. So they said the body gateway module cuts off power from the cluster. Alright, let me see what other thing goes through here. The terminal control is distributed across various control units. The following block diagram provides an overview of the control units. And go over the integration in the user space. Terminal control here. There are following terminals. Terminal 30 is routed from the battery terminal by the safety. Huh?
No, it's
Okay.
just
Terminal 30 is routed from the battery terminal by the safety battery terminal. Terminal 30 is routed the battery terminal by the safety battery terminal to the front and rear. To the front and rear distribution box. Okay, the battery terminal sends power to the front and rear distribution box as a battery cell. Terminal 30 is approximately 42 fuses of the distribution boxes. Control unit supplied by Terminal 30. Chassis 1. KGM body gateway. So terminal 30G is controlled by the CAS. When the overall vehicle is awakened by an operation of the user, terminal 30G is switched on. Terminal 30G is automatically switched off after a codable after runtime, example 30 minutes. Okay, so the time in which terminal 30G is switched off is coded by in terms of terminal. The after runtime starts when the event terminal R is off, as in the case of terminal 15. A relay in the relay distribution box is activated by the CAS via a semiconductor switch. The relay of terminal 33 switches the battery voltage to approximately the relay of terminal 30G switches the battery voltage to approximately 26 fuses in the relay distribution box. Control unit supplied by terminal 30G is active cruise control, active terminal. Okay. That amplifiers and head-up display is off, so it's clear that terminal 30G is problem. So the KGM, let me see if KGM is on this thing. Almost all modules is subsequent in this transfer box and the video module. Oh, KGM is not here. Oh, the KGM is independent of CAS. All right, so let me I said terminal 30G. Terminal 30G-F is a terminal 30. Terminal 30G-F is a terminal 30 that is only switched off if faults are detected. Okay. And as of model year September 05, the micropower module will be eliminated as an independent control unit. The KGM controls terminal 30G-F across a bistable relay that is firmly soldered on the board of the control unit. The bistable relay can be switched off or on. As a rule, the bistable relay is always switched on. The bistable relay has two relay coils and is always remain in the last state activated, switch on or switch off. In the events of faults, before the KGM finally switch off terminal 30G-F, a reset is run for 10 seconds. This removes any failures of the defective control unit. If the fault is persist 5 minutes after the reset, terminal 30G-F is switched off. There are the following three fault cases. The DME DDE permanently monitors the state of charge of the battery using the IBS. When the starting capability limit is reached, the IBS wakes the vehicle and DME DDE sends a message to reset the terminal 30G-F. The KGM receives the message and switches the bistable relay off for 10 seconds. The state of charge continues to deteriorate after reset. The DME sends a message to cut off terminal 30G-F. The KGM receives the message and switches the bistable relay off after a runtime of 2 minutes. As of terminal R off, the KGM monitors whether the vehicle is able to go into the idle state. The vehicle can only enter the idle state when all the control units are ready for this. If not all control units have signal readiness after 60 minutes or 1 minute. Oh, 60 minutes is 1 hour. If not all control units have signal readiness after approximately 60 minutes, the KGM switches terminal 30G-F off for 10 seconds. If not all control units have signal readiness 5 minutes. There's 5 minutes after this reset, the KGM switches terminal G off after another 2 minutes. A few minutes after terminal R off, the vehicle is as normally switched to the idle state. As the idle state, the KGE head supposed to put M, but somebody type E. The KGM counts how often the vehicle is awakened. The KGM switches terminal 30G-F off for 10 seconds. When a vehicle has been awakened unexpectedly more than 30 times. In all cases of the reset and cutoff, a fault is entered in the KGM. The reset or cutoff of terminal 30G-F is independent of what triggered the detected fault. The reset and cutoff are only an attempt to remedy the fault in the vehicle and prevent it from not starting. The reset and cutoff are only an attempt to remedy the fault in the vehicle and prevent it from starting. The reset cutoff of terminal 30G does not necessarily mean that there is a fault in a consumer unit of terminal. The switch on condition for a terminal 30G-F is switching on terminal R. For this reason, when terminal R, terminal 15, for this reason, with terminal R or terminal 15, terminal 30G-F is always switched on. Control unit supplied by 30 are CAS, CD, instrument cluster, body base module, navigation, system courier, steering column switch, telecontrol unit, and ULF, universal charging and hands-free unit. Alright, so terminal 15, control of terminal 15 is by the CAS depending on operation of the start-stop button. With the key inserted in the key slot, the gear shift mechanism of terminal 15 is switched in the CAS via semiconductor switch. The gear shift mechanism of terminal 15 is switched in the CAS via semiconductor switch. A relay in the distribution box is activated via the output of a semiconductor switch. The relay switches the voltage of the battery to approximately 4 fuses in the distributor. The consumer units of terminal 15 are essentially supplied from here. Consumer units of terminal 15 are essentially supplied from here. Control units supplied by terminal 15. I-beam, I-assistance. For safety reasons, some control units have a terminal 15 line directly from CAS. Example, the light module or the converter top module. Okay. Terminal 87. The DME DDE control terminal 87 via a relay in the E box or integrated supply module, as the case may be. As the case may be, terminal 87 is switched on as soon as terminal 15 is switched on. After terminal 15 has been switched off, terminal 87 is switched off by the DME with a slight delay. Control unit supplied by terminal is Valtronic. Okay. Terminal R is not present as an hardware terminal. One control unit is directly supplied by the CAS via terminal R. It's the cross safety module. Alright, I need to tell Stuart to get the KGM as well.